Hello, Wellness Warriors. I was thinking about the fact that when we want to be successful, we tend to look at the people who are already successful and we emulate them. Obviously, if we want to be healthy, it makes sense to look at the healthiest people on the planet. Now, this is a keto channel, and I know you're probably expecting me to just say, well, obviously the healthiest people on the planet are going to be keto people. Not so quick. I actually want to walk this through, and I think you're going to be very surprised at my conclusion because that's not what I conclude. I want to look at this from the vantage point of healthy body and then healthy diet. And we're going to go through this by crossing people off the list and then see which group of people end up the winners of we're the healthiest people on the planet. I'm rooting for you, so let's see if you're on the list. First of all, in our world, we have an epidemic of chronic illness. There are people walking around every day taking prescription medication or people who are on the cusp of taking prescription medications. So the doctors are warning them, you need to change, this is bad, this is bad. If you fall into one of those two camps, we have to take you off the list. You're not one of the healthiest people on the planet. Sorry. Now let's keep moving forward because we're going to find them. If you are overweight, have inflammation issues, so joint pains, have fatigue issues, so I'm tired all the time, can't think straight, so brain fog, any kind of scenario where every single day you feel this thing is pulling on you, I'm going to also take you off the list of healthy people because very likely that means you have insulin resistance. And insulin resistance isn't necessarily recognized as a chronic illness by doctors, but in our community, we understand that would put you in the not the healthiest person on the planet category. For everybody else, let's start building our healthy person checklist to see where you fall. Do you work out at least 3 times a week? If you do, keep walking forward. I don't need to explain this one to you. Exercise is really important, heart, muscle, etc. So if you're working out 3 times a week, congratulations. Now let's look at food. Do you eat a standard American, Caribbean, Korean, like any standard diet? If you're eating a standard diet, you need to pull yourself off the list. This is because you're overeating carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not healthy. Doctors have told us that 20 grams of carbs is what our body can manage per day. And most people that are eating a standard diet are eating more than 200 grams of carbs per day. So that's not healthy. If you're eating a low carb diet, that means that you're eating more than 50 grams of carbs per day. So unfortunately, you need to sit down for the same reason that the people doing the standard diets are sitting down. Not healthy. You're past 20. So now we get to my favorite categories. Are you keto consistently for the last 10 years? If you just said yes, you can keep standing because guess what? You're number 3. 10 years plus doing a keto diet means that you've rebuilt your body as healthily as you possibly could doing a keto diet. Here's the problem and why you're number 3. We're eating carbohydrates. So I'm keto too. By eating carbohydrates, I'm eating something that my body doesn't actually need. That is a toxin. So because I continue to eat sugar, especially fructose and galactose, which only get metabolized by my liver, even though I'm healthy right now, I'm still stressing my liver unnecessarily. So for that reason, I cannot be the healthiest person on the planet. But I get to keep standing. I'm in position number 3. I've got 3rd place. Congratulations for all of my keto people, 10 years plus. High five, high five, high five. That means that carnivore people are going to come in ahead of keto people because they're not eating fructose. Some of them are eating galactose. That's a bit of a negative. So you can't really celebrate yet, carnivore people, because you didn't win. The other reason that you can't celebrate too much yet is if you're like most people on the planet, every once in a while you're drinking during a celebration of some kind. You go out to dinner, you have a birthday, whatever, and drinking also is only processed in our liver. So add that to the galactose that you're eating and your liver's still going to be working a little harder than it truly needs to be working. In fact, in my humble opinion, the people on the planet who are the healthiest, who are exercising every day and eating extremely well in the healthiest possible bodies are babies breastfeeding to carnivore mothers. because actually they're ingesting the smallest amount of negative, that little bit of galactose their mom might be passing to them through the breast milk. Do you agree with my conclusion? Were you in the category of the runners up? If you were, congratulations. Let me know in the comments what you think about this thought exercise. The reason I wanted to do it is because I really want everyone to get thinking about the healthiest possible position that we can put ourselves in. Are we paying attention to what we're eating and how what we're eating is impacting the body we're living in? Are we paying attention to the people around us, what they're eating and their struggles? We don't have to live the struggle to learn from it. We can actually learn vicariously. We're really good at that. We can't stay babies forever, and we can't avoid the world. We are going to walk out there into the pollutants, and we're going to be tempted by the treats. But we get to decide whether we eat it or not. What are you eating? What are you deciding to put in your mouth? I know it's hard to make these kind of decisions, so you could check out this video that I have right here, where I talk a little bit more about carb addiction and the negatives that can come about by letting myself overindulge in some of these foods. Click on the link and I'm going to meet you over there.